Well, I just love the fact that there is this real kind of sisterhood actually out there. It's online. We're connecting through podcasts, through social media, through websites, through forums. And there is this extraordinary sharing of knowledge. And, I find it when I see women who are behaving in a certain way or complaining of certain things at a certain age, you really do want to reach out to them and say, actually, do you know what? Yeah. I think you could be low in estrogen. One of the main ones that we're talking about today is how low estrogen affects the whole pelvic region.
I know. I mean, now
who would think that? I used to get cystitis and things back in my 40s, and I had not realised that was due to... No. To low estrogen levels. I mean, after you had your daughter, did you get any kind of symptoms or any issues?
No, I didn't really. I mean, I gave birth in an hour and 15 minutes and I had one stitch. And I got straight out of bed and had a shower. And what I used to do, and I still sort of do it now, is that I was told every time I got to a red light was to do my pelvic floor exercises, right to the red light. But I didn't really have any issues back then. But the one thing is, I did notice as I did get older, if I did really want to go for a wee, I noticed that I really did find it hard to hold it in. I'd be like struggling with it, get to the toilet. Or in the gym, I know if I go on a rebounder, and I would always wear black in the gym because I was started to think, oh my God, I used to love wearing really bright colourful. As we know, pink's my favourite colour. So I used to always wear pink and white leggings and flesh coloured. Yeah. But then there was a stage where I knew if I was going to be running on the treadmill and I coughed or I sneezed, then this would happen. Yeah. But you are embarrassed and you're just a bit like you don't really understand it. And now that every day I seem to learn something new. Yeah, so, in the last year or so, I learned about, incontinence, about the pelvic floors, that they run from your coccyx bone and to your pelvic bone. I really took no interest in it. But the more I look at my girlfriends and they come round, and I notice a lot of them go to the toilet, 3 or 4 times in an hour, and it drives me mad. And I'm just like, you're not going to the toilet again.
Well, that's a good conversation opener, though, isn't it?
No, it totally is.
To say, hold on a minute.
And then I have said to them all, they know who they are when they're listening to this. And I say to them, you may, I think, if you start taking HRT, because they are at that age, I said, this will help you. It will help to support you,
That is the extraordinary thing. I think it's connecting the fact that we have the estrogen is basically being lost from our collagen tissues, and we have collagen. That's why your skin looks better, if you're replacing your estrogen in later life. But collagen obviously is a connective tissue that's right throughout the body.
Yeah.
So it's supporting the pelvic floor. It's supporting the muscle fibers there. It's
well, it's definitely not supporting my inner thigh. I know that much.
Well, aren't you rubbing your gel on there, Meg?
Yeah, I am. And they go the thinnest gel, and I'm just the thinnest skin. On your body, and every time I put it under, I'm just like, oh, come on, collagen, come back there a bit more.
You just be more absorbed? But it is interesting, isn't it, how it does affect all these different areas. And I'm actually sitting here doing pelvic floor as we talk about it.
Yeah, you do, though. It's quite hard, though. You really have to close, don't you?
You have to just focus. And just those little things, though, can make all the difference. Because, I don't know about you, I know, you're a vegan, you're an eco-warrior, you're super clean living now. I was in supermarket the other day and I just thought, is it me or are the aisles of these adult nappies and incontinence pads just growing?
Yeah.
I didn't like the language on it because I was looking at them and it said that they seem to have different weights, a bit like sanitary towels, light, normal, heavy, whatever. And they were all marked normal. And there was just something in me that really enraged me because I thought, this is not normal. Okay?
No, it's not.
Having to go back to wearing pads or nappies in when you're past the age of 40 is not normal. Please stop using this language.